Welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Ted. In my spare time, I decided to study the Unreal Engine and later develop my game. I understand that this is a rather ambitious goal, but I'm going for it. This is my first devlog where I will talk about my progress in creating a game using Unreal Engine. Although this is my first video on this channel and on YouTube in general, so don't be too strict. I would like to share my experiences, challenges, and achievements that I have faced this year. Exactly 1 year ago, I decided to start studying Unreal Engine. This was prompted by my old dream of developing my own game. I have always been inspired by such iconic games as Skyrim, Zelda, and Prince of Persia 3D, which was also on the Dreamcast, and many others that combine exciting gameplay and beautiful worlds. The choice of this tool was justified by its power and the ability to use blueprints, which allows you to quickly create and test game logic without deep programming knowledge. It was perfect for the newbie that I was at the time. In the beginning, I focused on mastering the basics. Character movement, jump, sprint, crouch. Created health and stamina widgets. One of the first tasks was to implement a ledge climbing system, which is an important mechanic for exploring the environment. I was fascinated by this in the old game Prince of Persia. In the initial stages, this system worked rather crookedly. In the beginning, I was just repeating what I saw in Unreal Engine tutorial videos, and that's why I didn't always understand how it works. It was later, when I set myself the task of implementing something in a completely different way, then things went wrong. This was an important step in learning the basics of Unreal Engine. Although the blueprint gives advantages in the form of a quick start, but it can easily get out of control. Although this is probably me being picky, because I wanted to learn a full-fledged programming language. Over time, I realized that I needed to learn C++ for more flexibility and productivity. This would allow for more effective implementation of complex game mechanics. I have long wanted to learn a programming language, but for me it was quite difficult and not interesting enough. And here is my chance to study programming while developing a game. Sounds more fun. I started learning C++, created a new project in C++, and devoted a lot of time to learning this programming language. It was a long and difficult process, but I gained invaluable experience. After the basics, I tried to implement the rise to performances in the custom movement component. This component doesn't really like being changed, so it didn't always work correctly, which made me look for other solutions. So I rewrote this functionality using actor component and extended its capabilities. Now the character can not only climb, but also move to the side during the climb, which adds dynamics to the gameplay. The next big task was the development of the inventory system. I determined what functions the inventory should perform and created a datasheet with names, categories, classes, meshes, descriptions, etc. The item contains information from the data table, which is loaded when the item is created. This information is used in the inventory component, which I created along with a number of widgets to display it and drop items. This allowed the character to pick up items from the world as well as from chests, for which I created a custom widget based on the inventory widget. In the inventory, there is a weight limit on the likeness which is implemented in Skyrim, but it does not allow you to pick up more than you can lift. This weight is calculated based on the strength, health, and, accordingly, the level of the character. The attribute system is still not completely finished. In fact, I started developing it earlier than the inventory, but I lacked knowledge about creating widgets together with C++, and I found more information in the inventory. In any case, this was an important step in the development of the game, since the inventory system is an integral part of many RPG games. I set myself an ambitious goal: to create an open-world game where the player could freely explore the amazing world. In the game, I would like to see an attribute system, an inventory system, a ledge climbing system, and of course an enemy combat system. I have not finally decided on the quest system. It would be more interesting, but it can also greatly complicate the development of the game. So it's still in question. The game is planned from the first person to immerse more in the atmosphere. The hero wakes up in some cave on the ground. First, he rises from the ground, looks around. In one of the sides, he sees a portal. He sees a light above. Using parkour skills, he gets out into the amazing world. Of course, there is still a lot of work ahead. At this point, I've only laid the groundwork for the game to come, but you can already see a lot of progress. I am very grateful for your attention and support. I hope that my next devlogs will be even more interesting and informative, and my game will become a real masterpiece. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel and leave a comment what you think about this. See you in the next videos.